Hi everyone, it's me Darlene. I am here with my completed quilt block of the month for March. If you are not familiar with this series, there is a playlist link in the description of this video. I will also have it on the end screen. I am making a block every month this year, 2024, and we are now in March, and this is the block that I made. And I just finished the big stitch quilting. Obviously, I show you all the pieces, except for those two, the sizes of all the pieces you need to make the block, but I'm not going to show you the big stitch quilting in the videos because I did that the first time for the first block, and I'm not going to do that every time. I am also going to join this block to those pieces, and I will show you, how it comes out, but I showed you how to do that for the second block, how to join. We're doing rag style, and we're doing quilt as you go, and we're going to join as we go. I think that sounds better. Join as we go and snip as we go. So when we are done that last block, we are like practically done the entire quilt. A little bit of snipping and that's it. Everything else will be done. I forgot to tell you guys the size of these two pieces of background. They are 1.5 wide. I don't know why I'm laughing because this whole video has been a hot mess. You have no clue the things that have gone wrong while recording this and while editing it. And then to top it off, I was just about to give you the sizes of the pieces that I didn't give you the size of during the first video when I was giving you the sizes of the pieces for this block. And I gave you the size and I edited the rest and uploaded that, and it was on YouTube, and then it hit me. Did I say the right size? All of a sudden I felt like I didn't tell you the right size, and I watched it and I didn't. So I was trying to correct an error that I had made in the previous video, and I said it wrong. I said 1.5 wide by 3.5 tall, but I was thinking of the piece next to it when I said that. The size of those two background pieces is 1.5 wide by 6 inches tall, and now I'm going to check and make sure that's correct. It is. I'm going to cut out the part where I'm about to say 3.5 tall. 1.5 by 6. I did put it in the description of the other video, and I was able to add it as subtitles in the first video. I have never been this brain fried trying to get something done. Everything went wrong. Everything for me. Having trouble with the nylon thread that you didn't see any of that, and it was all wound in the bobbin like in a weird way. And I mean, I could just go on and on. It took me 8 times to get the beginning of the video going. I would record for like 5-10 minutes, and I was like, I just said so many things wrong. I guess I'm tired, and I'd have to start over, and I started over. Now I'm using this moment here to just tell you how exhausted I am. I spent the whole evening struggling with what should have been a 5-minute video. All right, you guys, those two pieces are 1.5 by 6, and I hope I didn't make any more mistakes. Now I have to re-upload all of this. Oh my God, I got another hour ahead of me, and then I'll be done. Go watch the rest, please. I learned because I was desperate. I did not want to have to take my video down. You can't just take a video and edit it and put it back up. It has to be processed again and all that. It's very time consuming. But the new video editor allowed me to put some subtitles in. So at that spot where I'm like telling you to join these pieces and I didn't tell you the sizes, they will be writing on the bottom telling you the sizes. I also, when I learned that I did that through the comments, people telling me that I didn't give the sizes, I also put the sizes in the description of the video. So you can go look there or you can rewatch. And yes, mistakes happen. And I know I could give everybody the sizes like in the description, but I have my reasons why I'm not doing that. So I will continue to tell you the sizes in the video, and I'll just be a little bit more careful and make sure that I tell you the size of every piece, right? Right. What else do I want to mention? Oh yeah, the other thing is I want to say it once again that people think I give the wrong sizes, and I'm going to give you an example. This door, the cut size, you needed to cut 2 wide by 3 tall. The piece right above it, you needed to cut 2 wide by 1 tall. Okay, so this is 3 tall, this is 1 tall. So 3 plus 1 is 4. But the piece next to it is 3.5. That's because we lose a 1/2 inch seam allowance, 1/4 inch on each side. So 3 plus 1 is 4, but we have to subtract a 1/2 inch for this seam. That makes it 3.5, and that's why this piece is cut at 3.5 tall, so it will butt up against this. And I know that is confusing for many, but you can see this piece that was 1 inch tall is only a 1/2 inch tall now, because it lost a 1/4 inch when it connected to this, and it lost a 1/4 inch when it connected to that. The sizes that I give you are the sizes you need to cut. You don't have to do any of the math and try to figure out, seam allowances. I've done all that for you, okay? So now what I'm going to do, let me move some stuff. I am going to connect this block to the other two. My kitty, my heart, that was a nightmare. And now the house is going there. And do remember to plan so that you don't have any pieces matchy-matchy unless you want matchy-matchy. That's fine. But I got lucky with this because I didn't plan on it at all. And now I remembered. I remembered to lay this one down and make sure that my pieces that I used weren't going to match. And, oh yeah, so I just will show you. I'm still far from perfect with this type of big stitch quilting, but I do enjoy it. I like the look, and again, I do not go through my specialty block. I leave that without stitching. I just think it's kind of cool. And now we're going to sew, and I use clear thread, and somebody asked me if I use clear in the bobbin too, and yes, I do, especially for this, because we're going to be sewing on the right sides. I'm going to be taking it to the machine and sewing like this because we're going to rag it. We're going to do our snipping. And if I used a colored bobbin thread, it would show on one side. So we want clear on both. I think I have a link for you in the description, or I will, if you want to pick up some of that thread. I think I linked to Walmart. But it's just clear nylon thread, and it's cheap, and you can get it most places. And somebody asked me if it will melt in the dryer, and well, not if you don't let the dryer catch on fire. It's not going to melt. But we hope, right? We hope. Okay, let me go sew this and snip it, and I'll be right back. I stitched it, and now I will snip it. I don't bother to trim, I'm just going to snip. And the reason I'm using the clear thread is because I don't want any color competing with the black thread that I did. And, you know, this way it might look like this whole thing was hand stitched. But no, you can see my clear thread right there. I snipped. I love joining and snipping as you go. I just love it. It's just, so nice to know that when we get to the last block, we're pretty much done. We do have to consider the edge, and I might do something different with the edge, not just sew around and snip. I'd like to beef it up a little bit. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what I come up with when we get to the end. And I don't want to rush it because that'll mean it's December. I don't want the year to go by that fast. But so far, I'm pretty much loving this, and I will be back the first of the month. Every first of the month is when you get your new block, and then a few days later you see my completed block. Very happy with it. If you also like to crochet or would like to learn to crochet, I'm doing a crochet block of the month this year too, and I will have the playlist for that in the description also. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe. I don't know if I forgot anything. everything that I wanted to tell you. I think I got it all in there. I'll be back with more soon. Bye.